LucasArts präsentiert uns ein neues Projekt in unserem Kanal. Eigentlich ein ganz altes Juwel. Das erste Spiel, was ich richtig gesuchtet habe, was mich zum richtigen Gamer gemacht hat. Und der Yankee ist dabei. Der wird das nämlich spielen, weil der hat das noch nie in seinem Leben gespielt. Und das gibt es eigentlich gar nicht. Jemand, der noch nicht Monkey Island 2 gespielt hat. Und ich dachte mir, da wäre es doch cool, wenn er das spielt. Wir uns das gemeinsam anschauen. Denn wie gesagt, das ist das Spiel, was mich zum Gamer, zum Adventure-Freund gemacht hat. Es ist unglaublich lustig. Es ist immer noch ein Spiel, was man jederzeit wieder spielen kann. Und deswegen wünsche ich euch dabei gute Unterhaltung. Der Yankee ist auch da. Hallo Yankee.
Hallo.
Und ja, du hast ja Ron Gilbert persönlich getroffen, der hat euch Zuschauer gegrüßt, könnt ihr auch in unserem Kanal sehen. Und ich würde sagen, nach dem kurzen Intro geht's auch gleich los. Ja, würde ich sagen, legen wir direkt los und schauen mal, was hier passiert.
Well, well, well. Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Ja, also das ist die Geschichte. Wir sind ein mächtiger Pirat oder möchten gerne einer werden. Oder bilden uns zumindest einer zu sein. Ja, und jetzt gebe ich Yankee, denn der soll ja schließlich hier die Emotionen dieses Spiels transportieren und an den Rätseln verzweifeln. Viel Spaß dabei.
Mhm.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Ja, ich bin ja
Who's gonna
Pirat,
make
ne?
me, shorty?
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Ja, aber warum denn nicht? Oder wer ist denn dann da? Ja, wahrscheinlich niemand.
Who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I rough someone needs roughing up on this island.
Whoa!
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Lago Legret.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Da gab's auch schon Traveler-Checks.
Du hast ja auf jeden Fall schon Freunde gemacht, ne?
Hab ich?
Ja, du hast noch nicht einen Schritt auf die Insel gesetzt sozusagen und schon hast du da einen Typen kennengelernt, der dich nicht mag. Läuft bei dir, würde ich
Welcome to
sagen.
Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone. Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone.
Aha. Ich habe eine Karte gefunden. Ach so, jetzt bin ich also eben von hier nach da gelaufen, ja? Ja, dann bin ich wohl schon ziemlich lange auf der Insel, weil ich versuche doch die ganze Zeit davon wegzukommen. Sag mal, habe ich nicht mal gesehen, dass hier unten lauter Knöpfe waren? So, was
Das
war
ist die klassische Version. Wenn du jetzt F1 drückst, dann kannst du sehen, wie das Spiel aussah, als ich das früher gespielt habe.
Ja, so kenne ich das. So sahen Adventures früher aus.
Ja, genau.
Und wie benutzt man diese Knöpfe dann jetzt?
Da musst du, glaube ich, irgendwie mit Rechtsklick oder die werden interaktiv und dann rechte Maustaste, wenn du über Objekten bist oder so.
Also,
Ja.
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone.
so und dann... Das ist
Ah,
okay.
I think I broke the sign.
Gewöhnungsbedürftig.
Ja.
Und wo sieht man das Inventar?
Keine Ahnung, mit I oder ein Rand oder so. Ich habe das in der neuen Version noch nicht gespielt.
Mit I.
Okay.
Thrifty dig. For the treasure hunter on a budget.
Dick Master. Mhm.
Ah, es geht auch mit der mittleren Maustaste. Ups. Ich habe gerade schon versucht mit A zu laufen, das geht nicht. Da kommt der Audiokommentar.
Mhm. Und du kennst, also muss man dazu sagen, du kennst das Spiel wirklich gar nicht, ja?
Nee, nur so vom Hörensagen her.
Also richtig cool, dass du es mal spielen kannst, oder?
Mhm. Nutze, drücke.
I can't move it.
Naja, hätte ich jetzt auch nicht so
Hey,
sinnvoll
don't
gemacht.
touch that. It's not a toy.
Ja, aber warum denn nicht? Benutze Zimmermann? Das klingt
I
gut.
don't think you'd like that.
Ah, ja.
Siehste?
Yeah?
Was für ein Lago.
Das ist der Typ, der dich gerade ausgenommen hat.
Ach so.
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No. Like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh,
Hm.
nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No. I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
Hm.
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
Bin
I'd
mir
like
nicht
to look
sicher,
around a
ob die
bit.
Übersetzung
Sure
so
thing.
gut gelungen ist.
What do you think you're doing? It's not for sale.
Ich wollte ihn ja auch nicht kaufen, ich wollte ihn klauen.
Get your hands away from there. It's not for sale. What do you think you're doing? It's not for sale.
Okay. Komm mal, da war doch was.
What a cute little stool.
It's adjusted to my height.
Ja, das ist praktisch.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me.
Der will aber auch, dass ich mir hier gar nichts kralle. Das ist eine Frechheit.
Pounds and pounds of nails.
I need all of them.
Glaube ich nicht.
Hey, don't touch those. I need all of them.
Ja, ja.
The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is. Make anything you could name. But I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
You there!
Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
Die wollen alle eine Voodoo-Puppe von dem.
Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Der ist aber voll Arsch, oder?
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
What is he using to clean those glasses? Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait. What am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder.
Freelance
Don't get on her
pirating.
bad side.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business. It's a metronome.
Ja.
No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons. Largo's been here.
Das braucht man doch bestimmt für eine Voodoo-Puppe, das Zeug.
I don't want to touch it with my hands.
Ja, dann touch das halt mit zum Beispiel der Schaufel. Oder so.
I can't dig that, Daddy.
Naja, hätte ja sein können. Benutze.
That's sick.
Naja.
Hey, hired help only.
Eine Frechheit.
Nice.
Hier ist aber ganz schön viel Zeug.
Ja, das ist halt so, dass diese Spiele damals, da gab es ja auch
Hello.
da gab's ja noch kein Internet und Komplettlösungen und alles so. Die musst du in der Spielezeitschrift kaufen. Du hast vor dem Spiel ewig lange gesessen, weil die Rätsel waren nicht für Kinder wie heute, sondern du musstest hier richtig grübeln.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had.
Du hast noch
I mean,
nichts
my
gesehen von dem Spiel.
sister once had.
Guck mal, Puppenhaus.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. It's too small. Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
How's business?
Terrible.
No one needs any maps since no one can go anywhere thanks to Largo.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. How can I get off this island as soon as possible?
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
Don't shoot. I was just asking.
Well, that's a dangerous question. I've been researching Big Whoop for years. There are a lot of people who'd like to get their hands on my files.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Und dann
Where are
müssen wir
they
jetzt auch
now?
noch die 4 Teile
Well,
finden.
I don't even know their names. I'd go look them up at the Fat City Library, if it weren't for this stupid Largo embargo. Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No, I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Ha ha ha! Sorry, cartographer joke.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Only sissies use maps.
Maps are very, very important.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
Ja, der kann gut verkaufen.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
Thanks. I gotta go.
Okie dokie.
Ja.
Ja, wie es weitergeht, ne? Sehen wir in der nächsten Folge. Wie es weitergeht, sehen wir in der nächsten Folge, denn die Zeit ist rum. Wir würden uns freuen, wenn ihr wieder reinschaut. Wenn euch das Video gefällt, lasst einen Daumen oben. Und je mehr Daumen nach oben es gibt, desto höher ist die Chance, dass dieses Projekt nicht eingestellt wird. Bis zur nächsten Folge. Macht's gut. Danke fürs Zuschauen und
tschüss.